Am I dead?
No, I'm the ghost of Christmas past.
The ghost of Christmas what? Why do you look like my grandpa? And where am I?
This is to help you to relate to somebody that you're familiar with. Do you know why I'm here? I am the ghost of Christmas past, your past. Let me show you something. Do you see that? That is you as a young boy with your grandpa.
I remember this. I got into a big fight with someone at school, and my grandpa came to pick me up from school.
Oh, yeah? Well, then let's see how well you actually remember this moment. What happened?
Tony, this kid in my class was making fun of Johnny because he couldn't pay for the field trip. So I told him to knock it off and mind his own business. Then he started making fun of my sweater that Grandma made me. He's always making fun of my clothes.
And?
I told him to shut up or else.
Then what happened?
I took him and I beat him up.
Do you think you did the right thing? Is that what we're supposed to do?
I don't know, he's just always so mean.
That's not how God wants us to act. We're supposed to be Christ-like to others.
Christ-like?
Let me show you in the Bible. In Galatians chapter 5, verse 22 and 23, it says, the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against these things there is no law.
So what am I supposed to do? Let Tony make fun of me and my friends?
Little man, I think you're very brave for standing up for your friends like that. But you didn't show Tony the love that Christ wants us to show. Do you remember the story of Jericho?
Yeah, when they marched around and knocked the walls down?
Almost. The story in the Bible is a little different. The people marched around the walls every day and nothing happened. And they must have looked pretty silly, huh?
I suppose so. But couldn't they have just blown up the walls or something?
It must have been so hard for them marching around the walls day after day and those people making fun of them. And then finally, on the last day, they marched around the walls and they blew their trumpets, and then the walls came.
I know this one, and the walls came tumbling down.
Exactly. You see that they didn't have to break down those big walls by themselves, that God did that for them.
So what does that have to do with me and the rat Tony?
God wants us to be Christ-like. He doesn't want us to fight our own battles. He wants us to have love, joy, peace, and self-control. We need to be like God and to love our enemies.
So I guess I was being mean to Tony, huh?
I'm afraid so. What are you going to do next time when you approach this issue?
I guess me and Johnny will just walk away.
What a schmuck!
What do you mean?
You just roll over like that every time somebody talks to you that way? Tony got what he deserved.
Ebenezer, there was an important lesson to learn here. Did you catch it?
The only thing I saw was me getting in trouble for beating that punk up.
Well, I saw something different. I saw a boy that was ready to stand up for his friends against a bully. And I also saw someone who was able to learn a lesson and learn from his mistakes.
Look, man, that's nice and all. But in the real world, it's dog eat dog, sink or swim. None of this mamby-pamby stuff.
Well, I would have hoped that this would have helped you. It looks like we're going to have to try harder.
What do you mean, try harder?
Are you coming or not? Do you remember this?
Maybe. This looks familiar.
It's the day you got hired at your first dealership. Let's skip all the boring stuff, though.
Well, wait. Why has Mr. Fezziwig got that look?
You mean the look of sadness, disappointment rolled up into one facial expression? It's probably because his most dedicated volunteer just told him that he chose a job and money over his love for Christ and passion for being a part of the church.
But it was my first real job. He said he was happy for me. You're not going to make me feel bad about pursuing my dreams and actually achieving them. I worked hard to get where I am today.
Yes, today. Alas, I am the ghost of your past. I can only show you what paths that you chose and which ones you turned away from.
It was smart accepting that job. I was the youngest salesman to set a record for the most product moved in a year. I'm telling you, you're wrong. He was proud of me. It's not my fault he couldn't see my potential.